everyone. My name is Liam McVarnick, and this is training for an Ultraman. The goal in these videos leading up to September is to teach you everything that goes into the training process of training for an Ultraman event. Now, for those of you who don't know what an Ultraman event is, it's an Ironman triathlon except times 2. So it's a 10-kilometer swim. You have a 421 or more kilometer bike leg, and then you have an 84-kilometer run at the end, so a double marathon run after doing both those. Now, typically, you would do this in a 3-day event, but for this September, we're organizing an event over 2 days, so it will be a bit unorthodox. Now, this video series the goal is to be short, but to show you everything my coach has me doing. It's going to be broken up into 2 main categories. So you have the triathlon specific training, which is swimming, biking, and running. So weekly I'm going to take you through my program, how much volume I'm doing, what kind of specific training I'm doing for my different energy systems. If this makes no sense to you, that's fine. It didn't make sense to me at the start either, but I'll try my best to explain everything in lamest terms. And then as far as the actual rehab, mobility, and stability goes, so last year when we did the big run and I ran the ultramarathon, I tore my meniscus. So right now I am injured. I'm waiting on a small knee surgery right now. So my coach has me doing an absolute ton of lacrosse ball work. So a lacrosse ball is basically a very, very hard rubber ball. What you would do is you would find a spot where you have tension, you have knots, you have anything like that, and you would dig it in, and you would actually lay on it and try and relax and let it dig into your muscle. Foam roller. So these are both foam rollers. This is a PVC pipe, as you see here. This is hard. That's hard plastic. This is more for someone who's advanced. This will hurt. If you've never done this before, you will be in very bad pain using this. And then this one is a little bit softer. It has some actual foam, some rubber in there, and it's got the ribs. But you would basically roll this up and down a muscle while laying on it to try and disperse some blood. And last, of course, not least, focusing on actually using your core, breathing, so whether you're trying to breathe through your stomach or through your chest and your ribs, actually knowing how to maintain those breaths is very important. My coach has really been hammering that home for me. And also glute and adductors working together. So I'm going to give you an example here, but if I'm going to run, what I would do is I would run forward, I'd take one step, this knee stays out, which turns my left butt cheek on. Left leg's down, left butt cheek is on, and then when I'm pulling this leg through, this adductor, this inside of the leg, internally rotates, so these are working together. So then when I'm running with my glutes, and I'm not putting all this pressure on my knees, which is what I did last time, which is why I have a torn knee right now. So the goal is to show you everything I'm learning this year so you don't make the mistakes I made. Welcome to my world, and let's get into it. I'm so fucking technologically not advanced. Settings. Yes, motherfucker. Alright guys, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually go through a little bit of my program. So my coach has designed this for me. I'm not emotionally attached to this program. I just simply do the workout. So for the first week of February, I did across a wide range of testing, but I did a 1,000 meter swim test on the Tuesday the 2nd. Then I got into a bike workout on the indoor trainer on both the 3rd and the 4th. There was a zone 4 effort in there and a zone 2 effort there. I'm not going to go into the zones today, but I will go into the zones in the future, but it's a topic for a different day. On the Friday, so the 5th, I did a very, very short treadmill run. We're treading very carefully when it comes to the running, no pun intended. I do have a meniscus tear, so we kind of have to be a little careful. And then on the Saturday, we had another bike workout, and then the Sunday was an Epsom salt bath and some foam rolling. Now remember, we had the black category and the red category. The black category is triathlon specific. So everything I'm talking about here is triathlon specific. The red category we're going to go into in next week's video. So for the next actual week of training, which is last week, on the Monday we had a 3x500 aerobic threshold swim. I showed up late for that workout, didn't get through the whole thing, but the goal there, aerobic, means that you're using oxygen. So it's on the lower side of your threshold. Picture you run up a giant hill, and at the top you can't breathe, and you're breathing super heavy. That's anaerobic. That's higher. Aerobic is like something you could do for a long time. And then on the Tuesday we had another swim test, a time trial, so it was a tough week. Wednesday was 75 minutes at zone 2. Zone 2 is basically your forever speed. So when I'm doing an ultramarathon or an Ironman and you're going for 12 hours or 15 hours or 20 hours or 24 hours, that's your zone 2. So if you're someone that wants to get into endurance sports, your zone 2 is your most important zone. So it's just that you do it at a pace where you could literally talk to somebody next to you as you're doing that training. It's not intense. And then the next day was VO2 max intervals, so that is intense. You're huffing, you're puffing, you're like the big bad wolf. It's very uncomfortable, so you're not having a conversation. If you're saying something to someone at that time, it's probably a 4-letter word, it's probably fuck. The Friday was treadmill running, focusing on my gait as well, so that whole glute firing, inside of the leg firing switch. Saturday was another bike, and Sunday was another Epsom salt bath. This week we had, so the Monday was supposed to be a swim. I couldn't get in for a swim because it was booked, so I did my bike workout that was supposed to be today yesterday. And then today I did my swim where I swam just over 1,500 meters in about 40 minutes or so. So my swimming's getting better. I'm kind of a shit swimmer. And then tomorrow I have a run on the treadmill, and I'm also going to go for a hike. Thursday, VO2 max. Friday, treadmill again with intervals, which is a key workout. I haven't done that yet. So that's zone 5. So picture 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zone 5 is like your sprint. That's like your all-out intensity. So I have a zone 5 on Friday, which is kind of exciting. Saturday is cycling on hilly terrain. And then Sunday, again, is the rest day. So everything we're doing right now is to try and not piss off my knee, because I'm waiting on a knee scope in the next 2 to 4 weeks. So that's my current training right now. And then if we flip it over, so black category triathlon, if we flip that to the actual red category, which is rehab and mobility, no 2 days are the same, but you'll see here that there's all these different muscle groups, so your lats, your rhomboids, traps, rectus femoris, SMR, QL, breathing exercises. Now, I'm going to go into this with you guys on a different day. Actually, that's next week. So for now, we're going to cut it right there because I don't want this video to be too long, but we'll show you guys more next week, and we're going to actually test my mobility level. So we're going to figure out where I'm at, and then we're going to measure that improvement over the coming weeks. That's it for now. Till next time.